Okay, Cathy, where are we now?
Should I look direct to the camera?
No, you can
I'm
look at me. You can look at
I'm afraid of the camera.
If Martin stands next to me, you can talk to Martin.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think I'll be talking to you.
Yeah. Right. What kind of memories do you have from this school?
Wow, I've got lots of memories. You know, when I was young back then, I would always cry and my dad would chase me to school. And most of the times, my teacher would pinch me whenever I failed a subject. And I used to have friends and we used to have lots of games.
And do you think that if you had born a boy, would your life have been different?
Yes.
In what ways?
Yes. If I were a boy, I would have been at school by now because my parents would have regarded me important. At 13 years old, I was closed indoors. I was told, you are now a big girl. I was not allowed to see my friends. I was not allowed to talk to my father. Girls are forced to work tough. They're supposed to wake up early in the morning, do the household, do everything, and then they go back to school. I think to me that's an obstacle because you cannot do the two things. You cannot combine school and the works at home. I would wake up in the morning, come down here, fetch water, and then make breakfast. After making breakfast, then bath my sister. I would wake up early in the morning.
What time?
At 4. And then I would first of all draw water, go home, take care of my sister, bath my sister, feed her, like make her porridge or something like that. After feeding her, then I would go to school. After coming back from school, I would make lunch, then come here again, draw water, and then wash, and then go to the river to wash her clothes, then wash her clothes.
Unge mennesker generelt og kvinner, jenter spesielt, møter jo mange barrierer, og da spesielt i forhold til at de ikke blir hørt på. Altså, i Norge så jo ungdom vant til at de har en stemme, både i hjemmet og i lokalsamfunnet. Her i Malawi så har de jo en veldig begrenset stemme, både i hjemmet og i lokalsamfunnet. Det jo de store barrierene, spesielt for jenter, at de blir sett på som noen ganger nesten som en sånn handelsvare, fordi at man får jo da, altså man betaler brudepenger når man blir gifta bort og sånne ting.
And what's the normal bride price in Malawi now?
Normal?
Yeah.
100,000. Like here in the village, it's 100,000. But then when you go to Downs, it's something like 150,000. Yeah, so you give someone 150,000 as bride price. They think it's a lot of money, and they think they can start anything, a business, they can build a house, and then that's why girls are regarded as money. When they see girls, they see money. When a woman gets married, she's owned by the husband. She's owned by that family. She doesn't have a say to her own children. She doesn't have a say over anything. We have the capabilities of doing things, but then we are failing to do them just because there are these boundaries. We want to fight for our rights. We don't want someone to come and control us as in getting our properties or our issues. We don't want someone to come and say, these guys are helpless, these guys don't have visions. We have visions, we have ambitions. This is my house. And these wires, they carry the amount of electricity. As of now, they're carrying, I think, about 260 volts. And so they're carrying that kind of amount of volts into the wires. And the wires to the house This was made by a youth here in this village. His name is Hastings. He's just so brave. He was just trying, mixing some obstacles, and then he came up with an engine which would like control the electricity. Yeah, the water is coming from up there. It's coming through these. These are called the pipe. This is the way. This is where water is traveling to the thing that is controlling the amount of water is called a nozzle. It's a reed from a bottle, and it's this one, the orange one. This is called a nozzle. They thought only whites are the ones who would come up with something like this. As you can see, the water is coming. The water is really coming from a long way because it's somewhere there they dug and there was tough job. Yeah. And the trees, they provide shelter to the drains. As you can see, if there were no trees here, there would have been sun. If there was a lot of sun here, the sun would have hit directly to the water and then the water would have been dried up. So if there would have been no water, then the engine or the generator would have not be able to function. So it's nice to keep a lot of trees. They're called Ntungulu in our local language, but then they are kept like this because they have stems. They have fibrous stems that they help the soils to be one for always. They help the soils not to be taken away by rains when they come. It means we are doing a lot of things to the climate change just because with this type of electricity, one, water is conserved, trees are conserved, and trees are not muchly used as firewood, what, things like this.
Fantastic.
Klimaendringer, altså det merker man helt tydelig her i Malawi. Det regner kanskje ikke så mye mindre, men det regner kortere periode. Og det betyr at når du skal ha en viss nedbørmengde ned i løpet av 3 måneder i stedet for 5 måneder, så kommer det mye mer regn samtidig. Og det betyr jo at mye av jorda kan renne bort, og at man kan ødelegge avlinger og sånne ting. Og så er det da tørrere i perioder imellom det. Alle planter trenger vann. Så det er jo hovedgrunnen til at vi jobber med bønder, er rett og slett for å få bedre produksjon, tilpasse de klimaendringene som er, og at bøndene kanskje kan produsere så mye at de kan selge noe, så de kan ha råd til å sende ungene sine på skolen, for her må man betale bøker, skoleuniform, de må ha mat på skolen, altså sånne ting, så de må ha en del penger for å kunne gå på skole.
Education is not free. Like 2014, it's not free. Most girls are just staying just because they don't have money to go to schools. Without doing anything, they even intend of getting married when they are not ready to get married. It's high time that we girls of Malawi, we girls of Africa get promoted. We need to fight for our lives. We need to know who we are. We need to know that we're important. We need to know that we can do what guys can do.